welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl MissCarolyn, and today is Testimony Tuesday. Back with another testimony, back with another testimony, back with another testimony, back with another testimony, back with another testimony. But yeah, so back with another testimony. So let's get into it. Let's get it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I've got another testimony. It's another health related one. So yeah, so basically this was when I was like probably 14 or 15, I don't remember. So basically I was meant to have a big operation for my back or whatever. This was meant to be the game changer. So like obviously like my hopes were up there, like yeah, I'm gonna be taller, rest. So imagine telling me at 14, 15 I'm gonna be taller, whatever. I've stayed this height for how long? So imagine like they're gonna say I'm taller. I'm like, hey, my dreams come true, thank you, hallelujah. I was like, yes. I was like, yes. I knew it. I was like, I knew it was possible. I knew I was going to get taller. I knew blah, blah, blah. They're like, yeah, this is a game changer. After this, you're going to be taller. Your back's going to be fine. All this. So I was like, happy chap. I was like, let's do this operation. Let's do it. Obviously, like, everyone's scared to operations or whatever. But because I've had them in the past, I was like, you know what? This is another one to add to the list. Let's just go do it. Go do it, please. So yeah, so obviously the week before the operation they have to do like all your health checks and health runs to make sure you're actually fit to undergo the operation. So I had all the checks done, whatever. So you wait for the results now. So this was I think it was summer holidays, I don't know, but I know that Ghana were playing in the World Cup in the quarterfinal. So it was the year that we were in the quarterfinals, and then that man, whatever his name is, used his hand to whatever. Let's not get into the football. Back to the testimony, the main reason why we're here. So yeah, so the one day I was out, and then like doctors called me on my phone. They're like, oh, you need to go to your GP, or they said they even said you need to go A&E. I was like, pardon? I thought it was like some wrong number, whatever. They're like, yeah, it's Carolyn. Said my whole name, whatever. I had to confirm date of birth, blah blah blah. I said, yeah, like yeah, it's you. You need to go to A&E or go to your GP as soon as possible. So I'm like, why? They're like, there's something wrong with your blood. Hey, me, you know me, yeah? You know me, sometimes I panic a lot. So, and obviously I'm 15, 14. I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't like scientific at that point in time. I just used to go to school to go to school. So they're like, something wrong with your blood. I'm like, hey, what's wrong with my blood? So obviously I called my mum. She didn't answer. I called my dad, picked up. He was like, no, dad, they said I need to go A&E. Blah, blah, blah. They said something wrong with my blood, blah, blah. Bro, my dad came from nowhere with the car, bro. Got my mum, everyone's panicking at home. They're like, what do they mean, blah, blah. So we had to go, first went to the GP. The GP said, oh, if the doctor said that you have to go to A&E, then you need to go to the A&E. I was like, everyone knows they hate A&E. You go there you spend the whole day there. We don't know what the emergency is. So how can we go to A&E and just roll up there? Bro, these doctors, sometimes they don't use them. Anyway, let's not get into that because, you know, let's not even get into that. So yeah, so I think we got to A&E now, whatever. And like, I don't know, they had all this paperwork, whatever. After 10 years of waiting in the waiting room, whatever, I think they did my bloods as well. They had to do more blood tests, whatever. They're like, oh, basically you got a low red blood cell count, whatever. I don't know, I don't remember the facts and figures, don't quote me on this, but I think apparently it's meant for females meant to be around 12 or whatever, and they said mine was like 4 or something. So they're like, you can collapse at any time, you can faint because low oxygen. So suddenly I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna faint, I'm gonna collapse, I have no oxygen in my body, blah blah. I'm panicking this. I'm like, why me? So like they're like, okay, you're gonna have to stay in hospital because we need to find out the cause. And I was like, are you kidding me? On that same night I was meant to go, where was I meant to go? I meant to go out with my sister. It was her birthday or whatever. I was meant to go to clubs. That was my first club. I know at 15, but like apparently she had spoken to them, whatever, they were gonna allow me, whatever. But obviously it didn't. I had my hair done, I had my hair slicked. I'm gonna put a picture if I find it. It was slicked up my first time, but it was on fleek, boy. But yeah, back to the story. Yes, they said you're gonna have to stay in hospital, So I'm all like, are they being serious? Like I was like, my social life is on the line. You're saying I have to come here. I was meant to have a surgery, get taller, you know, be my meant to be height, which was probably what, 5'4", 5'3", I don't know, but obviously it would have been the average Joe height. And now you're telling me I have to be here. So I'm gonna miss out on the World Cup, I'm gonna miss out whatever because I have to be here in this hospital. And no one can stay over. They can only stay at a certain time and bounce. So I was in hospital for like 5 days. 5 days. Basically we did like so many tests. I was just so tired and fed up. Every day morning they wake me up, test, do this, eat this food. The food was dead. Also my mum would come bring some nice food, thank the Lord. But every day test. They couldn't find nothing. They're like, why have you got anemia all of a sudden? Like, it's not in your family. Like, I was fine before, all of a sudden I got this anemia. Like, where? How, Sway? How, Sway? Have I got this anemia? So they sent me home after 5 days, whatever. They couldn't find the reason. Just like, okay, you know what, but take iron tablets, take vitamin C, and then we'll come for another appointment in 3 months' time to see how your blood levels are, blah blah. So obviously the surgery's been cancelled. Obviously, I know with my consultant, I only get to see them like probably like twice a year. Like, it's really hard to get an appointment. So the next time we saw them was probably like 6 months down the line. So let's say 3 months later now, I had the blood checks, whatever. They said that my iron levels back to normal, red blood cells are fine, no longer anemic. So I'm thinking, okay, let's go back, schedule this operation, let go. Obviously, I have to wait for that appointment, which was 3 months later for the consultant, blah blah blah. So I had another appointment for the blood check, and yeah, they said it was totally fine, normal, no longer needs to be on iron tablets, whatever. I was like, okay, cool. So now, yeah, appointment with my consultant now, and they're like, went in, obviously, like, I've been having appointments for how long, like, how many years now? This was the first time where it was like more than one doctor, one of my consultants, was like a team of them, and they're all just sitting there. It's just like all there like that. They're like, oh, hello Carolyn, hello, blah blah blah, shaking hands. I'm like, oh, hi, whatever, with my dad, like, hi, whatever, yeah, like, let's get this show back on the road. I'm gonna be tall and whatnot. Yes, I'm gonna be looking over people finally. Nobody's gonna be looking over me. Yes, get your life. And then they're like, oh, basically the operation I'm gonna do is cancelled. We're no longer gonna do blah blah. Bruv, I was like, again, I was like, really, like, my hopes being tall were so high. You just knocked it down. Comes around, and then knocks you down, but you have to get back up. Yeah, so I was like, oh, really, like, my head, I was just like, okay, cool, just see what it said. And then, yeah, my doctor was like, oh, basically, I mean, not, oh, that's not how they talk, but you know, this is how I talk. Yeah, so the doctor was like, oh, basically, if we did the operation, you would have been paralyzed. I said, come again, pardon? Even my dad was like, sorry? They're like, yes, basically, if we went ahead with this operation, you would have come out paralyzed, because in fact the operation was actually very dangerous and we didn't notice it until later on. So right now you wouldn't be able to walk, blah blah blah. And I'm like, obviously I'm just like, okay, thank you. So obviously I still have to do all these other stuff, whatever, all that he had. And then finally going home, yeah, once I couldn't even enter the car door. I just got to the outside of the car. I started crying, shaking, everything. Even my dad, like, he was so overwhelmed. Like, this time normally he's the one that, why are you crying? But he was overwhelmed as well. Like, we were just sitting in the car was silent. You know, when it's just like, it was just silent. Like, there was nothing there. It was just silent. Like, because we both knew. Like, like, I can't even explain it. Like, we both knew, like, this is God. Like, this is God. This is God. Like, this is good, okay, because I've had blood tests for how many years, whatever, my blood is fine. All of a sudden, 2 now, I've got anemia, and the anemia is not even like the, like a little bit normal, like the 8. It's all the way in the lowest range possible, which is high risk. So I'm like, how do I get anemia? I always eat bare food, spinach, meat, you know, Ghanaians, we eat all the meat and whatever. And then, all of a sudden I got this anemia. So I'm like, we're like, how does this add up? Obviously I took the tablets and whatnot. And now they're saying that if we did the operation, I would have been paralyzed. So basically, God stopped the operation from happening by putting this anemia. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, when I think about it again, I'm just like so happy. Because obviously, like, I'm short, yeah. Your gal is short. And I've always wanted to be tall. Pray, be tall. Doctors always say, you're going to be short, guy, you're going to be short. Okay, just accept it. Because all the time I always ask them, like, oh, would I be tall? They're like, just accept it. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, fine, I accept it. So obviously when they told me this time, yeah, it's going to be a fine operation, it's going to be tall, I was over the moon. But then, like, this anemia thing, they cancelled it also. I was upset. I was like, why, God? Why? Like, why again? Not going to be tall, like, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, because you're upset, you're not thinking straight, so you're just crying out to God, whatever, not knowing the real story behind it, not knowing that God was the one doing everything, protecting me, saved me. He literally saved me. Literally, if we did that operation, I wouldn't be walking right now. Like, I don't know, it's just so overwhelming. Like, God is just so good. Like, we always, like, things happen to us, we don't understand why, but everything happens for a reason. Like, God has that reason, and God's reasons are beyond measure. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, it's just mad. It's mad in the dunya. It's mad. Like, God is so good, man. God is so good. Like, that's a big testimony. That's another testimony, another big one. Like, just imagine if we went ahead with that operation. Bro, God saved me, and He gave me something like anemia. Like anemia is something that can be treated very quickly. As you can see, it was treated and done, so it's nothing like really life threatening, if you get what I'm trying to say. So it was like, got an anemia, obviously, to block it, to cancel it. Like, here I am blaming God, like being upset, saying why me, why this, I eat my food, I do this, not knowing He was there. And look at me, I was in my teenage years as well. So imagine teenage years, like, wow, that would have been the end of me. I would have been like so crushed and like upset and everything. Like, God protected me, yo. He protected me. Like, when I think about it, it's too much, man. Like, God is just too much. Like, everything happens for a reason. Like, for real. Like, you just need to keep going, keep being positive. You know what I learned from this story is that give thanks in everything. Because here I was complaining, whatever, and then what later on comes to light, the truth. Give thanks in all things, thank God. But yeah, man, like, comment, share, subscribe. All glory goes to God. God is good all the time. God is good. Amen. I'm just so happy. I could bust an horizontal right now. Yeah, man, I'm so happy. But yeah, God is good. So yeah, I'll speak to you guys later. Deuces. Don't forget to share the story as well. But yeah, deuces.